What's up, Talk Yo Ish, man? I got some special guests today, man. I got Gabe Smith, man. Top 5 Barbers, King exclusive, man. Y'all, hey, the one and only, and BCS, man. Hey, also, this don't need no introduction. Got my boy Mike, uh, Gold Star Barber Academy and Studios, man. Also, Mike Studios, man. Hey, man, what it do?
What's
Yeah,
up?
man. So Gabe, you just do a little, you know what I'm saying? You had your little, some situations at your events at Easter Sunday, man. You know what I'm saying? And you do always doing something for the community. You always putting on events, man. You always giving back to the community. Both of y'all, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, man, how you put that stuff in place. You know what I'm saying? And why you do that kind of stuff for the community. Want to touch on that first?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, man, appreciate y'all having me. I'm gonna say, man, I really do a lot as far as when I do those type of community events. I like to do that a lot of times because I didn't see it all the time coming up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had Boys and Girls Club and Lincoln Recreation Center and Neil Rec, but and the events that they put on. But outside of that, we didn't have a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I used to always hop on social media and I say, "Oh man, y'all don't know how it was back when we had East Park jumping."
Yeah.
I bet let's get it back jumping. So about 5-6 years ago, we decided to come together and try to put it back together. You know what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, everybody don't think the same. Sometimes a lot of the younger crowd let their egos, and matter of fact, it's not even always the younger crowd. Sometimes it's us older adults, now egos getting away, and you know how they go.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I say, man, us OGs, and a lot of times, man, we giving these young niggas the wrong game, bro.
Wrong game.
You know, BCS ain't like it was when we grew up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? BCS wasn't like it's nothing like how we came up.
Yeah.
So I talk to these little youngsters, man, all the time. I tell them, like, bro, like if you came up when East Park was jumping, when Southgate Park was really jumping, you know what I'm saying?
When you could go to the cool cut, when you go to the cool cut lady house, and she could really get on your ass type shit. You know what I'm saying?
But now, you know, we glorifying a lot of bullshit, man. By hands. I mean, I don't call none of them by hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're a young black man. You're gonna be a young black man. You keep it up, you're gonna be a young black statistic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's every time it's an event put on, bro, we got some bullshit going on, bro. Whether it's a trail ride, a concert, East Park, man, these babies out here, that was some straight up bullshit, bro. I don't agree with everything Charleston White say.
Right.
But I ain't in the streets no more, man. I'm a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen, man. Hey, man, I believe shit like that, bro, when you put kids in danger, innocent people, man, that's just out here trying to have a good time. Like I said, man, bring it back some old times, man. You know, trying to let y'all experience it. Y'all come out here with this gun violence, man. Anybody, a baby could have got shot. You know what I'm saying? We had a situation in Heron where a baby did get shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we gotta do better, bro. And I'm tired of saying that kind of shit, bro. Like, either do better or take your ass to the joint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had to go 10 flat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You talking about BTA, built the ass, got me right. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Right? And I want to keep these kids from going through that same shit.
Yeah.
And then
what do you feel? Well, what do you feel like what do you feel is lacking? Because I feel like there's a lot of, it's only a problem. It's only like people shining light on it when it's a problem.
Right.
But when it's not a problem, or when it's like a small situation, everybody blow it off until it becomes a big situation.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what I feel like, because I've been in with the bar situation, you know, the barbershops. I've been through the barbershops, you know, where I came from, you know, so you get to see it, and like you said, it ain't like it was back in the day, you know, where like you said, somebody elder was checking you and let you know that you was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Who really doing that nowadays? You know, because it's times where it's like at the bar situation, because when I got in 2018, it was a very diverse clientele, and then after COVID, it just became a certain type of clientele, and it just like no regulation, no rules. Boys is passing guns through the gate, and it's like who's regulating shit like that? I come out there and I just like, bro, like really? And then they say, oh man, you know, and a lot of these people like I know from the hood, or I know from school and stuff like that. So I can come and just go over there and chop it up and like, bro, like not, at my spot, bro, like I'm running a business,
Right.
and then they respect that, you know. So next time they come out, you know, it was always, you know, you're right, like, you know. But if you ain't going out and doing those things, and people ain't going out doing those things, like, what do you feel, or what do you feel? It's like, hey, how you gonna address that? Or how you gonna make the change? Because we do these events, and it's like, damn, we do these events, we spend our time, our money, putting everything together, and then somebody comes in a problem and they just leave, and that leaves us, so we have to stay later. We gotta go. We gotta sit here and talk to the police. We gotta sit here and write these reports. We gotta sit here and do stuff like, man, I don't really know who was doing what.
And even if I don't mean to cut you out, but
No, you're good.
even if we don't have to write a report or talk to the laws, if we put whatever the event is in our name, we might get fined for it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Done been there, done that.
Yep.
Yeah, and that right there is what I want to say.
Yeah.
I might know you from the streets, but we might grow up from Pampers. That means you shouldn't even want to come do this.
Right.
You should have a whole nother level of respect.
Yep.
And see that
Even doing that.
that's why I feel like it's not well, that's why I had to say a minute ago when I said it's a lot of the younger crowd, but at the same time it's not always the younger crowd these days, in which that's what you're talking about. So it's like, but most of the time I feel like it is a younger crowd now these days, because it's a different type of G code. Now, if it even is a G code no more. Us coming up, we had morals, ethics, respect. You know what I'm saying? Them the main ones out the off the rip. Okay, if it count that you got to go outside of that, we know not to do it. We know I even think that way. You know, morals, ethics, and respect. So it's just like nowadays, those three things don't even get thought of. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, if let's say somebody older or somebody respected in the community do come up and say something, we trying to speak up like you're doing right now. We trying to speak on the topic that needs to be spoke on, because if ain't nobody telling you something, you can't expect us for somebody to know something. But for the ones that is willing to listen, like, yo, y'all gotta be willing to act on something and somebody telling you something. Not only that, but it's like, if you haven't heard this before, we telling you now. And even then, be willing to have that open ear, because some of them have been told before. Yeah. Some of them just hard head, but a hard head make a soft ass.
Man, and that statement right there, bro, like that's downplayed, because man, how many times we heard that coming up? Man, a hard head make a soft ass. And y'all work in a barbershop, man. Y'all own your own shops. So you can almost hear it. You know what I'm saying? Just what everything happening on the streets. Yep. You hear and you can see little kids. You watch these little kids grow up. And you can see the discipline or the lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? Because with me coaching youth football and mentoring children, man, some of these kids, bro, at home, they get to do what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
And then they go to school and get to do what the fuck they want to do, because guess what? Mama gonna come. No, my son ain't did this, or daddy gonna come and say, nah, that's the type of parents that's raising these kids nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They justifying their actions. And what I seen growing up in the TYC system, growing up in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, I grew up there. What I see most of the time is just people just come in and they mamas, they can fuck up in prison. They mamas gonna be right there.
Right there, yeah.
Nah, that was my mama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until my mama had to do this. Man, fuck it, bro. You either gonna get your shit together, or I'm through running up here talking to these people. You know what I'm saying? Well, once my mama stopped justifying my actions, man, and I felt alone down there for real.
Yeah.
I had to face the music for myself.
Yeah, man up.
Yeah, now I have to man up. Now I gotta look different. I gotta look myself in the mirror and say, man, it's changed.
Yeah.
But see, that's the pattern I see in these kids nowadays. You can't tell they kids shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I see sometimes in the barbershop, parent, hey, sit your ass down. Hey, get over here. In the grocery store, man, I would have got my ass whooped in the grocery store, bro.
Hey, hold on. It's some parents that don't even say nothing. Y'all need to say something, because I don't want to have to say nothing.
Yep. Hey, but I experienced on both ways, because like times too, like with the barbershop, like I got to school and kids in here be wrestling, fighting, like bouncing off the wall. But then at the barbershop, they don't do that. Like, but the man or the woman, they let them know, hey, you gonna sit your ass down, or you gonna get this book. But so I always say, because I deal with it too with the kids and their parents. As soon as I send them home from school, mama calling, well, why you send my baby home? Well, he's late. He ain't on time. He don't come with no supplies. You know, so like, what I need him here for, right? And on top of that, I let them know it's like, well, shit, you the problem.
Right.
You the problem, really.
It's a crutch system.
Right.
And see, I come up under cats like, first of all respects to my pops. I had my pops in my life, but my uncles and the other cats in the community. But I was lucky enough to come up under cats, even in the school district, like John Reese, Coach Jones. These cats that, and I don't know too much about the football system, them coaches over there, but I know these cats. Like, I got the opportunity to hear stuff like we're gonna learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you gonna learn certain stuff from
male figures is I think what you get into.
Exactly, like certain male figures in your life, and even if you don't, if you can find some type of role model, it ain't always got to be somebody perfect, but you can find somebody out there doing something positive. It could be even the OG on the streets, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But stop taking all the negative from it and take all the good from it. You know what I'm saying? And if when they do sprinkle them little sprinkles, pick them up and actually apply them to your everyday life. You know what I'm saying?
It's just I feel like that's the foundation for me. I think that's the foundation, man. And we raised, it's just different game. We quit the question system.
Yeah.
Plus, man,
now I'm my point.
The kids want to take what they see, man. Because we got. I'm be honest, bro. We got like 50% of niggas out here that they ain't got no education, don't want to get an education, that don't want to do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Want to hang out, drink, smoke, do this kind of shit, bro, and they cool with that.
Yeah.
So when they see people like y'all or me or somebody that's trying to elevate, bro, you know what I'm saying? They always got some negative hate. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Our city, Bryan College Station, is different, bro. We go through. We got a lot of hate against each other.
Yeah,
man, and this even in prison, bro. I see this. We get where I live in Houston, Dallas. Man, when I look at my city, look at my,
man, I got told one time.
That's how we are.
Recently, bro, I got told one time I had to check in. I was like, bro, I'm from here, and it was like, nah, you gotta check in. I was like, because you know when I go hang out with my friends from high school. I go hang out on East Side, West Side. I go over there, you know, chill out with them. And one told me that I had to check in. I was like, bro, I was like,
say, bro, listen, let me tell you something. Where did they get that from?
I don't even know.
It's
like it's social media,
How you feel like how you had the audacity to feel like you the person to tell a nigga to check in?
And then when the old heads come outside and they was like,
come on,
hey, you good? And I'm like, yeah, bro. But I was like, what's somebody told me I had to check in.
Come on.
And they was like, see, wait. And they got in there quick. Well, I was like, bro, but where they even, like you said, where they even get that from?
They just go back to what you were saying earlier, just to touch on, because it kind of correlates. I feel like a lot of times it be the parental structure that's in the household that's the crux. You know what I'm saying? Whether we talking about a single mom, whether we talking about even if both of the parents in there, because just because both of the parents in there, like you say, some of these niggas is bums. Some of these cats, excuse me, but some of these cats really ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really. Yeah, your kids getting older, but you're not raising them kids. It's more than just making sure they get 3 meals and somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
We got to raise our kids. We got to instill certain aspects and instill certain values and core values and morals and ethics in our kids. No matter if you're single or, like I said, you got the 2-parent house, so you still got to raise these kids, because guess what? Once they get out in the real world, you're not going to always be able to be the crutch. You might be able to be there 9 out of the 10 times, but that 10th time is going to be what get them shot or what get them beat up, jumped, whatever, or put in the pen, whatever the case may be.
Because they go back to the situation that happened at East Park. Mm-hmm. What if I dread that phone call, bro? Man, I never want my mama or granny to come get that phone call. I don't ever want to get that phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that reckless shit like that, if I'm allowing my kids to be in that atmosphere, if I'm allowing my kids to even think about doing some shit like that, then I need that phone call. I should be expecting that phone call. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, law show up at your door. Hey, man, you need to come down here, man, and identify this body. Is that what the fuck we want out here?
And you done gave your young nigga a switch to put on the back of that Glock. Hold on, man. First of all, the switch just got him immediately at 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's one thing to teach somebody how to protect themselves. Like what they say, you give a man a fish, you cook for him, he eat that night. But if you teach him how to go fish,
Yeah.
He gonna eat for the rest of his life. He might be able to teach another young boy.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
So if you install like, yo, you know what? When you go outside of my presence, when you leave this household, wherever apartment, wherever you stay, like everything I taught, I need to be able to trust that you're gonna go out there and you're gonna act accordingly out of my presence.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have a parental the proper parental aspect at home, or you don't got both your parents, whatever the case might be, you don't feel like you got the best relationship with your parents, but you got a guardian, whoever it is. Hey, look, take everything you learn, not just from them, but from everything, even the bad stuff you learn. Because it's like that example. It was two sons, and it was they peoples was drunk. One grew up to be a drunk, and one grew up to be a millionaire. Both of them had the same reason as to why they was drunk or why they was a millionaire, though. Because I seen my people. Okay, take the bag. Like, yo, I don't really want to do it because I see how this world get me. I don't really want to keep the blicky. Everywhere I go, first of all, I can't get no job. I can't really get no money everywhere I go if I'm thugging everywhere I go.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. You moving like the blicky. What our boy say? Why you moving like you the gun? You don't gotta be
Yeah.
mad all the time. Pressed. I seen a young boy 2 years ago. I remember. But I was able to actually stop him in his track. It was about 2 years ago at the same event. He walking around clutching. First of all, you got me ready to figure out what's going on. Like, hold on. But hey, what's good, young boy? You good? You know what I'm saying? I'm at the age now where I know how to approach you because I know, shoot, you might feel like I'm a threat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take it lightly and I'm gonna walk light, but I'm gonna make sure my point get across too. By the end of the conversation, he got the point. I ain't see him walking around pressing up, but it's like, dang, you walking around here. This not that environment, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's women and kids out here, let alone I'm out here myself. All your people, your friends out here, man, you're gonna endanger everybody in your circle.
Yep.
So why do they feel like that though?
Yeah.
Why do today's kids? When I know I came up, I got saved with, but we scratched.
I think today's kid, everybody's just soft. Like you don't see no kids interacting with no other. See, this is why I do my events is because like for our barbershop, like I feel like we bridge the gap in the community because we get every race from every age and everything. Right. So for our events, like it's big for us because it's like getting kids from different areas to interact with each other. You know, because they'll probably never hang out after this.
Right.
Never. Right. But like for my daughter, I got one that's an introvert and one that's an extrovert, and she would like to go and play with all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so for me, like that's why I do it. You know, and it's like when you put those events together and you get that going, but now I would say, okay, let's start getting people from the community because you can sit there and you can be throwing the football with some kids, right? And you can talk shit to the kids like, oh, you just got mouse, you know, and that's just teaching them on a smaller level of how to talk shit because I was out there playing volleyball one time with some kids, right? And these kids is hard. Like they got they got the hoodies on and it's like 80 degrees and they got the shoes and a force. I'm like, hey, y'all come play volleyball. And they was like, nah, we good. And I'm just like, all right. And then I got them to come play for a little bit, right? Bro, these kids can't even hit the volleyball over the net.
Yeah.
They couldn't even serve the volleyball, right? But I was like, damn, but it's because they want to be all hard and stuff. And it's, they skipping the childhood. And that's where all this comes from because now when you don't never played volleyball, you never hit it over the net. Now they say, oh, you suck or you trash. Now you want to fight.
Yeah.
Because you never got moss. You never got moss on.
They want to
shoot. Yeah.
But that goes back to what I was saying as far as some of us was fortunate enough to come up under certain type of OGs and stuff to tell you like, yo, man, be a man up. You lost. Either you gonna get back, play another round, or you gonna pick your shoes up and go on about your business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even if we talking about scrapping, hey, look, after the fight is over, it's over. And damn sure don't keep hitting them, kicking them with that. Damn sure don't be kicking them and stuff like that. When he down, he down.
Yeah, he down.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna let him get up, fight another round, or y'all done. Yep. You know what I'm saying? A lot of days I see it all the time to the point where I would really be trying not to even scroll, see on the video. But it's like sometimes you can't help it. Be like, God, dog. Yo, I just seen a video the other day. It was a brawl in the mall. Cat on the ground. Now, first of all, if you ever in the fight, excuse me, I don't condone a lot of stuff inside. If you ever happen to be in that position, don't stay your ass on the ground, especially face down.
Yeah.
Nah,
The caption on the video said, "Watch who your friends are." First of all, okay, yeah, watch who your friends are, yes, but protect yourself at all times too.
Yeah.
You done got hit on the way you face down on the ground. Everybody else still fighting. A couple minutes later, come kick you in the face. First of all, you ain't when the man down, he down.
Yeah.
For those of y'all that don't know, if you gonna be man enough to go and fight, once he down, he down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After you know he down, I ain't saying as soon as he get down, because he get back. But when you know he down as a man, like step off, fight over with. Y'all go about your business. If you can, shake hands and go about. That's what real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all respect each other enough to go about your business.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I grew up fighting, right? That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you when I learned my strength though. I was in prison. White boy. Bumping. I'm like, bro, I'm in college. I'm in college at the time. I got two of my partners from BCS. They like looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I was getting mad. And it's like I looked at him. I'm like, man, go on about your business. No, I don't want him. No, what's up? I don't want nigga. What's you know what I'm saying? And he's like, nigga, but you know, I was like, damn. You know, and this is in prison, bro. Like, so I gotta go on my
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I had been doing it for so long, but
but you trying to change your mental.
Yeah, I'm in college and everything at the time, so I was like, I walked away. Bro, I cried in my cell that night, like, damn. I wanted to go. I couldn't wait for the doors to roll. I'm self-talking, like, man, you know, I'll get this nigga fucked. I gotta go and get it.
Yeah.
I can't. But you know what, bro? That door never rolled. The next day, bro, I felt stronger.
Yeah. Mentally,
I found the strength within me that was like, damn, I got that. So from that day forward, bro, I started self-talking. I found the strength, bro. So now when I'm out here, hey, bro, I know how to avoid you. I know how to say, bro, I got a lot of shit going for myself, bro.
Yeah.
Like, one split second, you're gonna call the laws.
Yeah.
I'll be taking it to the max.
Yeah.
You're gonna call the police and you go. So guess what I'm gonna do? Man, I'm getting the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to be around that crowd no more. So like my boy B got the club night, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? All these little club, but I stay out the way. I go to Angry.
Yeah.
Man, I go, man, somewhere nobody don't even know. Hollywood Tavern.
Yeah. I see you. I be over there too. I got a dug off spot. I've been like, I had a half time, you know, I did all that stuff. And it's kind of going back to kind of what you get into. It's how you speak to yourself. It's how you speak to your kids. It's how you speak to, you know, your staff. Like since I've been learning, like I've been reading a lot of books. And it's starting to teach me how to view things different. And it's like the music. I be like the guys playing at the barbershop because I really ain't been at the barbershop, you know, since I'm back at the barbershop. Now I'm listening to the music and it's just all vulgar. Yeah. And it's like it ain't like the old school music, you know. And then so I think a lot of it comes from the music that the kids listen to.
NBA Youngboy, shout out NBA Youngboy.
And where
these boys walking around here randomly kill. Yeah. Man, hey, I'm telling you, I coach youth football, bro. Yeah. So all these kids, they put me up on. They keep me young. They hey, little baby, young thug. You know what I'm saying? I'm in names that I can't even name. But one thing I'm gonna touch on. We're gonna take a break. It's a book. You talking about books? That's what I self-educated myself in prison, bro. I think everybody should read. Now, when I'm out here now, I don't even gotta read. I can listen to the book. Yeah. Now, when I got out of prison, I said, "Damn, 25. I was down 10 years." Yeah. So I'm like, "Hey, you can listen to this book." I was in the sales training. Listen to the book. Yeah.
Man, I just gave my little cousin. He about to graduate. Will Jefferson. Man, shout out to Will. He just got signed to Howard Payne University. Shout out Will. Shout out Will Jefferson. Man, y'all can stay on the lookout. But I just gave him a book the other day. Man, like I always try to drop some gems, like the little time that we spend together. You know what I'm saying? When he do come through, grab a cut, whatever the case may be. But it's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should check it out. It's really not no big book, man. If you get a chance, if you're thinking about grabbing a book, it's one of them. It's a small book. You know what I'm saying? It's maybe 150 pages. You feel me? Before you know it, you're gonna be 30 minutes in, 10 pages down, 50 pages down, the book over with. You like, God, hold on. Yeah. And it's gonna be you start applying stuff that you done picked up.
You want more.
You know, and you want more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Before you know, you got a stack of books. You know what I'm saying?
Like he said too, you listen to it. So when I'm driving to Austin or whatever, like back and forth, I do the Audible. And then every time you finish the book, you get points, and you get another book for free just for finishing the book.
I be sharing books.
Yeah.
So I just finished the book, bro. Man, it's more on the sales side, but it's called presence. You know what I'm saying? It's called presence and being. It's kind of like what y'all do, bro. Like y'all kind of like we're kind of the same. I talk to anybody, right? You got to network. You got to sell yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to do this, and what y'all do. These kids don't know how to do that, man.
Nah, they can't have a conversation.
They don't know themselves to be in the presence. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the presence is a present. It's a gift. I open it up every day, and I'm sitting. I can open up my refrigerator for free. You know what I'm saying? I can step outside. I can go to What's the Deal barbecue. Whatever I want to do, I can do it. So I value my freedom. And so these cats don't even know what it feels like to not have your freedom at all. You know what I'm saying? Be sitting in a hot box. You know what I'm saying? And to watch people die. You can watch them die in the streets, but man, it's a different thing when you die alone in prison. You know what I'm saying? Watching them die in prison. But man, I read in that book, man, Presence, it says, he who angers you can control you. That stuck out to me, bro. So I tell my kids that, I tell my nephews that, man, you know, I don't really let people anger me no more. You know what I'm saying? Now I get angry, but if I'm able to allow this man to control me,
he did what he wanted to do. He wanted to piss you off and get something back from you, and that's where, like, I tell a lot of people, it's like, especially with success is like everybody gonna throw a shot. Your friends gonna throw a shot. Your family gonna throw a shot, and if it bothers you, then they doing their job. But if it don't bother you, then, like I was telling somebody the other day, one of my friends, they called me and was like, you see what? And I was like, bro, I don't even got social media on my phone. It's on my iPad. I just schedule the post now. Like I don't what I look like going back and forth to somebody who ain't done half the shit I done.
Right. Nah, that's a fact, man. It's these two right here, man. And I want to take my hats off to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Gabe, man, you be having some fire concerts, bro. You be bringing them into the city. Basketball tournaments, man. I think my brother said he wants you to bring that back. Man, it's a lot of stuff we can do as a community, man. But for me, in my personal opinion, man, we got to cut out the bullshit niggas. Like, even if they are partners, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, at some point you got to cut them off. They can't go. We got to get the boat across the water, and then we can come back through with a lifeboat again. You know what I'm saying? If they ready. If not, bro, they got to drown. That's just what it is. Because if not, bro, we don't cut out that cancer, bro, it's gonna always make the boat sink. We just gonna get across the water, man. If y'all understand, you know what I mean. So in my life, I found that, bro. Hey, I love you. I grew up with you, man. You my cousin, man. We nigga, you my best friend. We grew up doing all kind of dirt. When your mindset changed, if your mindset ain't changed, fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Cause I'm into kids, man. I believe adults are set in their ways. That's just my thoughts, and I believe people can change. I do. I change. But it takes drastic measures for people to change. And our mindset as a community, man, like, we can have some positive shit going on, but we can be doing positive in this community.
Yeah, a lot of positive.
Man, you can do so much positive. You didn't want to fight and it go viral. Do some bullshit. Your homeboys that, I told you that nigga Mike was doing some bullshit. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or they might see Gabe, he might got a parking ticket. Old ticket, get busted. I knew that nigga was on some
driver license suspended. I keep it G. Y'all said driver license suspended.
See, niggas, so I know, like, for me, I know niggas be waiting for me to hold their nuts on me. They don't believe.
They be waiting for me to fuck up. People waiting for me to fuck up too.
Change real, bro. I know how to avoid you niggas, and I know how to keep building the community, bro. I fuck with all the head coaches in every school. Niggas, I ain't
I'm back and forth. A&M in Texas, the only barber doing that. You know, like, so being in rooms like, you know, with Kevin Sumlin, you know, Jimbo Fisher, like, you know, I've met Peyton Manning out there in UT. You know,
all the players.
Yeah, like, it's just crazy because for me, and that's why I tell a lot of people, like, for me, it's not even about who you're rooting for. At the end of the day, it's business now. You know, and as I got older, I started to learn, like, everything's about business, because I started hanging out with some older people, and this past 2 years, bro, my mindset's changed. Because the stuff they warn you about, then you see it, and I'm just like, oh. And the more that you start hearing that,
Yeah.
and then the more that you start seeing, then the more you be like, oh yeah, you can start reading people from the jump without even having to have a really conversation with them.
Right.
Body language.
That's a fact, bro.
Mhm.
You see, like how you just said earlier, boy was already touching that gun.
Yeah.
Like you already know he gonna be a problem.
Mhm.
Who teaching our kids out here? Who teaching our kids finance, bro?
Nobody
Who
teaching them
teaching our
finance.
kids how to save their money? Man,
Bro.
man, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. For the black community, bro, we the number one consumers in the nation.
Mhm.
But we don't own shit
Mhm.
as a community.
Yeah.
In general, as a community. Like we got individuals, we got some bright minds, bro. You know what I'm saying? But black and brown, bro, when you go in that prison, that's what you see.
Yeah.
You don't see, you see the small group of white boys. But black and brown, you in there.
Yeah.
Bro, and you know what? I met some of the most creative motherfuckers break a fan motor down, make a tattoo gun.
Bro, the light thing, bro. I seen that when I seen it, because we started cutting the kids, at the jail and stuff. So when we started talking to them, I'm like, bro, like if you can turn this what you learn, what you know, and turn into a legitimate business, bro, like you're ahead of the game because you smart. You just gotta apply yourself. But really and truly, like you said, who's teaching those kids?
Who teaching our kids?
Yeah.
Bro, who teaching our little girls?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
bro,
yeah.
I had a whole mindset change when I had little girls. Like
I got two girls.
I got two.
Yeah.
And so my whole mindset changed.
Yeah, I got two.
You got two girls.
Yeah, man. So man, I held a jail behind them little girls. Bro.
Yeah.
Man, my little girl can make me cry. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? She can hurt my feelings fast as this motherfucker. But man, who teaching our kids, bro?
Man.
We're giving the wrong game to the youngsters, bro.
Yep.
It's not us. I'm not saying we. I'm talking about our community.
Our community,
bro.
yeah.
Now sometimes it is us though, because and sometimes I'm not even gonna say it's purposely us. We might not even have the intentions of giving the wrong game or the intentions of not leading our kids in the right way. But shoot, if we not leading them and like I was saying a minute ago, raising them in the right, then we can't expect nothing but for them to go off what they see and what they hear. If they hearing Cardi B saying I don't cook, I don't clean, but she still got a ring.
Yeah.
They not seeing 6 months down the line. She done got, or whatever, however long it was, she done got divorced. Whatever the case may be, that's not the traits I want my daughter to learn.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to do all the cooking. I'm not saying you got to do all the cleaning. But what I'm saying is, now that ain't what she said. Ain't what it is. What Sexy Red, and normally I don't even name drop, but we speaking facts and we keeping it G.
Yeah.
And it don't. And like I was saying earlier, we can't expect for the next generation coming up after us, nor our kids, to know certain things if we ain't installing it in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
So-
I say, my kids is like my youngest because she's always with like the grandparents. So it's those kids that's usually around the grandparents are the ones who gonna keep a lot of stuff alive. Cause my baby making Kool-Aid. Like my oldest, out of my oldest don't really make Kool-Aid, but my youngest, she be making Kool-Aid. She be doing all the stuff that we grew up on, But it's those are the, like, if we don't teach our kids and our grandparents don't teach our kids, and they ain't really gonna be taught. But family, like this, and as you get older, like people can say that you don't need, or you can be mad, hold a grudge or whatever, but you gonna need your family.
Right.
Like especially since we've been getting older,
Take a village,
like
bro.
it takes a village. Yep.
And that's what I'm leading up to. Like what you guys do in the community, man, is like it'd be beautiful, bro. Like I sit back and be like, damn man, Mike. Okay, I said game over because I remember when I first came home, I worked security for the Mo3 concert.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man, that game.
Rest in peace to Mo3.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even know who Mo3 was, bro, at the time. But like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's my boy, but it's stuff like that too. The music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now we in an era of what they call drill rapping,
right?
And we got kids at the Boys and Girls Club or on the east side. Some of my little kids that I had when they were 9 or 10 playing football. Now they drill. They want to be rappers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I tell them? Man, I don't like to shit on nobody's dreams, right? Nobody. Man, be who you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ain't gonna finish school, hey, Mike got that ball
nah,
school.
for real. Go find a trade.
Learn how to cut hair.
Find a trade, find a trade,
You know what I'm saying? And I learned to sell myself and became sales lead at a whole $3 billion corporation. This is what it is, man. I thank God for that. But these niggas don't want to rap. Everybody want to rap. Everybody can't rap.
Not only that, but what they talking about, because I be hearing young, I'm talking about real young, and some of them be talented. Let me not take nothing from them, because a lot of y'all got talent. But if you gonna rap about your life, real
stuff you doing.
like what?
Yeah.
I'm talking about 11, 12. Now, if you 11, 12, you really out here thugging. Hold on. I be like, hold on, man.
I don't know in Chicago, them kids be driving cars.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because who's to say that, you know what I'm saying? Young Chicago cat, if you from Chicago, wherever y'all from, I'm not saying that you ain't a young man, whatever cat, but I know for a lot of cats out here in the country,
Yeah.
y'all ain't really living what y'all talking about
At all.
Not saying go do such and such. I'm not condoning none of it, but what I'm saying, like, nah, man, keep the G, man. Like, a lot of these big time celebrity rappers lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So they get lost in the sauce thinking that what they saying, what we can look at Jay-Z. Like, man, that's my favorite rapper all time, Jay-Z, right? Man, what he's saying, I'm thinking, like, hell yeah, that's what's the life. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm listening to the style of rap that's going on right now. And they looking at that, listening to that same shit. So I listen to Pac too.
Yeah, I listen to Nipsey.
You know what I'm saying?
Nipsey.
And so man, on that note, man, I'm saying we got kids out here that can't even read, write
a check.
We got adults right above them who they following, who them the ones on Facebook saying, man, fuck voting.
Yeah.
Man, we got kids out here.
They don't
ain't even got no bank account.
Yeah.
We got not even kids. We got young adults, because we're not even just gonna point at
Run
the
everything
kids.
on Cash App.
Everything on Cash App or Venmo. And I'm not talking down the Cash App or Venmo, but educate yourself enough to know any at least the least bit about your finances.
Credit.
You know what I'm saying?
Finances, the economy. But like it come time for election year, and man, some of these kids, I be on TikTok and watching someone, but they don't even know what the hell a tariff is. Yeah. They don't know. They ride the trend. Whatever people want.
They put them people in. They put them people in office.
Right.
And then it's trickled down to the community too, because like look at the medians. It's a problem after they done start the medians. But how come y'all ain't been voting way before? Like
or going up there to the city council.
Yep. So I go to meetings.
We're not even educating our kids to know what the fuck going on. See, the general election. President years, that's when a lot of voting, everybody want to come out and try to register people to vote and all that right there. Say, listen, I stay in College Station. I stay right there by the goddamn voting office.
Right.
Sometimes, like I said in the early episode, man, sometimes I ride by, I see, vote here. What the fuck we voting for? I go over, I need to know what we voting for.
You know
what I'm saying?
Because I live here.
Yeah, this the
it's going to affect me and my kids.
So people get caught up in midterm elections, general election. Right, President, man. Hey, listen, man. Them people right there, public. What we doing right here in Bryan and College Station,
in our city,
Brazos County. You know what I'm saying? The medians.
Yeah.
Nobody got out there, went to that city council and when they was
proposing
before that. Now everybody got to complain about it.
Yeah. You know I remember going to a meeting on university when they did the meetings on university because it was going to affect my business because I was behind the Fox and Hound, and then so the people in the Fox and Hound, we had to come together. Like not the Foxhound, but the whole shopping center. We had to come together, propose to the city, and then the city came to the cigar lounge, and then we had a meeting there, and then we made sure that we had got to turn in right into there. So it was like all these small businesses. Did you go out?
And make
did you
sure
go and let your voice get heard?
Let your voice get heard on Facebook.
Yep.
Did you do your due diligence? Did you do your homework? And that's what we talking about as a whole, as the whole point, like. Not even just on the business side, but even in the home. You got to do your due diligence.
Boy, it's too tough, man. These niggas too tough to vote, man.
Yeah.
These niggas think, this all I hear.
Yeah.
And I got a felony, bro. Listen, bro. I got 13 felonies. I've been to prison twice.
Nigga. Let somebody tell you.
2 years.
You know what I mean?
And I vote every time.
Yeah.
Because your voting rights are restored, man, after you have exhausted your sentence, man. Whether it's probation, if you're no longer on probation, you're no longer on parole, or if you discharge your sentence, bro, you can register to vote.
Yeah.
But he really just gave y'all a lot of game.
Yeah.
Y'all, he just gave y'all a lot of game because I hear this all the time. I'm for real all the time. I get a lot of new customers walk in and say, Man, we might be on the topic, or they might see the topic on. Man, that ain't me. Nah, he just gave out a lot of games.
Man, we
Yeah.
too woke. We
Yeah.
too woke.
It's too much. That's too, and it's too much. I can't do this, or no. It's like how change your mindset. How can I do this?
Mindset.
You know, how can I get that? How can I? Because a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't do it," and then just stop right there.
Mhm.
If you change it to how I can do this, or how,
And y'all two from right here, man.
Yeah.
And perfect examples of what
Mhm.
can be.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So y'all are two examples of along with myself, man. Of,
Still going.
Of what can
Yeah.
happen,
Yeah.
man. I can reach over here, man. I can do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You come from right here. You from right here. These are people that these kids can touch.
yeah,
See, man, and I love kids, man. Man, I've been hurt. I mean, my biggest time when I was hurt by a kid, when I lost D-Man. You know what I'm saying? D-Man was my ride or die, man, everything for me. You know what I'm saying? And when he died, when he transitioned, I looked at the world a little different for a little while. I didn't want to coach football no more. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to mentor because I felt like that attachment to them kids. This can happen.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was crushed.
Yeah.
The world know, man.
Yeah.
Rest
Everybody
in peace to
know.
D-Man.
Everybody know me when D-Man passed, bro. That just did me. But the mission continued, right?
Right.
And now I look at little Junior. You know what I'm saying? I see the little D-Man fire in him, man. But I also teach them kids, man. When I get this opportunity, Coach Dino, let me get a couple $. Damn, man, I was a legend. I'll give each one of y'all $6 because I know how much these French fries and this shit cost. See what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
Watch the you Spurs, yours on one. And so after that, I talked to them while we sitting there eating, like, man, why ain't none of y'all put that in your pocket and save it for later?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn how to save.
At least $1
So
or two.
Yeah, I say that to say, man, nobody's teaching our kids these finances. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's teaching our kids real life. When you get out here in the world, you gotta get your ass up and go to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody teaching that hard work. We want to give our kids everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to raise my kids like my mama didn't raise my
Yeah.
kids. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I know y'all heard that too.
Yeah. Like you spoiling. Don't be spoiling my baby.
Right.
You know. And it was, so when I did at my Easter event, over here, I launched a business for my kids, and I ran it. We ran it on credit. We paid everything on a credit card. Then I had to pay the credit card back, and then they split the profit off of that. So now you got the revolving line of credit. So because like I didn't really start. I've been doing this you've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for like 15 years now.
Yeah.
And if I was doing if I was running a business and investing in my future 15 years ago, I wouldn't even have to be doing nothing.
Right.
But it wasn't until like a few years ago that I started learning about, investments and Roth IRAs and IULs and how, and that's what I'm trying to teach you these young kids. And boy, it goes over their head because they want the nice car. I had that. And it's like when I'm over here trying to teach to my barbers and teach to the students, it's like, oh, it's not cool. But it ain't cool until you older and you the same person doing this same shit that you was doing 10 years ago.
Hey, that's a lot of game right there because, and I'm gonna tap in on that as far as the finances side because we got young boys and even still a lot of our generation still out here with stacks of money under the mattresses. It ain't nothing wrong with saving money at the crib. What you got a 10, go put it in the bank.
Yeah.
You got a 5, go put it in the bank. Go get 3.5% interest off of every month. You know what I'm saying? Then, cause your mattress, your mattress ain't giving you nothing. It ain't adding 1% on there. But and then on top of that, you ain't got to worry about a nigga running into the bank. Cause guess what? He running to the bank.
You insured.
You insured. You gotta get that. You gotta get on the
I need that card.
Like
you know what I'm saying? Somebody running to the crib, the police gonna write it down. We're gonna holler at you.
Man, I think, man, but we gotta start holding the community accountable. We gotta hold them accountable.
Yeah.
If they ain't motherfucking on board with making our community better for our kids, so that's how I look at it. My kids. If I die today, bro, is my community good up under these niggas? Boy, this, like, bro, we gotta cut them out. We gotta shame them. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like you gotta put them on the spot because when you put somebody on the spot, then it's too easy. They're gonna sink or they're gonna swim.
They're gonna sink or swim. You know what I'm saying? So holding them accountable, man, in this community, BCS, man, we gotta do better, bro. It's now. You either on the side of good oh man, you can drown, bro. Like that's me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't speaking for them two. But these two are examples of what you can be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What you can be. So leave your footprint in the community, man. Leave your footprint in the sand, man. Drop some seeds and let them. You might not even see them grow. You know what I'm saying? 20 years from now, man, it's gonna be some kids that sit up under them trees. You know what I'm saying? That you planted them seeds under. You know what I mean? So hey, be the difference. Hey, make a difference. Hey, man. Any last words, man? We finna close it out, right? Okay.
Hey man, let's talk your shit.
Yeah.
Give it to get lost, you did.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you letting us come
Nah,
through.
for sure, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, can I get another one?
Yeah. I mean,
Can I get a commitment on another one?
yeah,
Man?
I'm always ready. You know,
I want to come out. I want to come out, man.
Yeah.
Y'all events. We want to make sure we know what y'all events.
Yeah, I'm doing an event at the same spot we did the Easter egg event. It's gonna be June. I haven't known the date yet. I think it's like June 14th ish. But it's gonna be for a 979. It's a 979 event, and I want to highlight local talent from the 979. And it's an event where you got to come sell your tickets. But some people, you know, you come with an entourage, and hey, like you said earlier, hey, we already know you're a problem. You can't come here because it ain't that type of crowd. We bringing a lot of people all over from the community together, and it's just an event for the community to showcase the talent that is here. So if you guys got anybody, if anybody else, you know, wants more information or anything like that, I'm gonna post the flyer up soon. I'll tag you in it so you guys can share it on your page and yeah. But
what you got, Gabe? You got something coming up?
Hey, July 13th, we at Silverado. Y'all stay on the lookout, man. We're gonna let y'all know who got coming. Tap in.
Man, that's why I was bringing somebody big, man. Y'all stay tuned. Hey, this was another episode of Talk Your Ish. Again, man, appreciate Mike, the host of Barber Academy, man. Top 5 barbers, man. Gabe Smith King exclusive. Hey, man, this was an exclusive. Talk Your Ish.